Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Horath and we are playing Stellaris on insane difficulty as the zombie fallen empire. Welcome back. The game is not running as fast and responsive as it once did. We have been progressing very far in time. There's a crap ton of stuff that it actually has to calculate. I think in the future I'm gonna take the suggestion from Weekend Warrior, and we're actually gonna go and brute force invasions, which means we're not gonna bombard them down anymore. I'm just gonna build a crap ton of clone armies and just send them in and take over the planets instead of taking that long. That's going to be the next wars, or maybe even this war, but it's going to take me a while to build up all these gene warriors. And then what I've done is I've given away these planets over here into the Han sector over here. I'm going to keep Drak because that's a very good system with two planets, two Gaia planets, one of them huge, the Celestial Throne. So I'm going to keep that income going into my own pocket. That's something. And then I've been looking through the sectors, and one of you actually told me that Horath's Haven wasn't really working that well. So what I did is actually took this system from the Horath's Haven sector, built all this stuff, then gave it back to the sector. That, I mean, it does piss me off. The sector had not built anything on here. And it hadn't built anything on here either, even though it had a crap ton of resources. It could have done that very easily. I mean, I guess that might be because I turned off redevelopment, but there was nothing on the tile. That is not redevelopment to me. That's just, I don't know. Not happy with the sector, I gotta say. They say they improved it. I'm gonna believe them. It needs a lot more improving. These planets are fine because I actually developed them on my own before I gave them to the sector, so they're doing okay-ish, I guess. We have separatist strikes. Not sure why these guys want to be independent. They're absolutely incompetent. If they were to lead their own space empire, they would fail within a week. Just saying. So, and yeah, then I looked around, and these planets also not developed. Not developed. The tiles on here where there's nothing on there. And I really don't get it. I really don't get it. So we're gonna do a little experiment. I have turned on redevelopment on that sector again. This is the X-Athrax sector. Over here, that's Sprout and Ward Katorb, I think. And yeah, I set these guys to be redeveloped. And we're gonna see what comes of it. I have turned that on again. They're gonna respect tile resources, but they have to redevelop. And now I'm gonna be very interested to see if they do anything at all, because they do have enough minerals, and they are at the cap for energy credits. So what are these guys doing with my stuff? And they've been a sector forever. And yeah, then I try to sort of catch most of these planets that need a mind control laser. That's something that needs to happen in this sector as well. We actually don't have many planets over here. Well, that's my own fault. I guess these guys really don't build that kind of stuff. Still, one would like to see that happen at some point. I mean, most of them have actually changed towards our own ethics. Just because we have a lot of ethics divergence pull. Well, yeah, not too happy making, so we're gonna stick that mind control laser on there. If they don't bring any results, then I'm just gonna take these planets from the sector, build everything on there, then give them back to the sector, because that's how we roll apparently. That's X-Athrax, that already had buildings on it. It doesn't have a mind control laser, I think because it got destroyed actually. So we're gonna throw the synchronized defenses on there for good measure. And then we got that system with two planets. These guys, yeah, right, they don't have that. I'm pretty sure I actually built that stuff on there, but maybe not. That's not a big planet, and I think it was developed fairly far already. And you also need level 4 upgrades. Right, so we got another insult from the Imari. Screw you, go away. And we're going to try to bring our war to an end with these guys, because I actually want to take out the Xenia Chroniclers over there. I want to take these Ringworlds for me It's only going to add 2 to my directly controlled systems. I could even give them to a sector and just let the sector hold on to them for me until I get there. Maybe not though, I don't know. But yeah, one thing that I could do to sort of compromise on my stance on developing everything myself is what I could do is I could colonize planets that are already in a sector, like that one over here. If I were to colonize that one, that would go automatically to the sector because that's inside a system that is already being controlled by one. And that way we could see what the AI actually does in terms of development. There are a lot of planets over here that fall into that category. I mean, I could potentially pull that one off. I mean, these are 2 worlds. That's a 25 size world. On the other hand, yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I'll start building. Colony ships on here. Maybe on a... Yeah, you're cheaper. Do you have the same traits? No, you don't. You're not the superior species set that we have now. Okay, well, I guess I gotta build them on the capital. Actually, let me count how many we need. So we need 1 over here for Epsilon Indy 3A. We need... Actually, I could start developing that one, since I already hold on to the Marathi. So that's 2. I wouldn't mind developing that one. Oh, is that in our space now? Yes, it is. Interesting, just about. Right, we could actually terraform this stuff. Yeah, why not? Terraform 1. And then we're going to terraform the other. Right. So I need 2 so far. Maybe I should just develop these. Yeah, there are 2 worlds in there. It's actually not a bad system to hold on to myself. Well, let's say that's 3, that's 4. That's about all I can take, though. Well, I guess I got 1 free. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 ships that I'm gonna build, I guess. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's gonna cost me a crap ton of money though. But I think we can manage. Right, and then where are my tendril spreaders? We're still fighting the Leviathans in here. We're just on our way out after destroying anything worth mentioning over here. And we're moving into that last system, that's good. We're invading in the Ural system. So I'm just gonna unpause, we're gonna go to normal speed again. Things are gonna be fine. I think our troops are currently engaged in the invasion. No, we already did it. Okay, embark everyone. Come on. Really want to get this war over with. We're spending way too long on these stupid wars against an enemy that can't really defend themselves anymore. We're going to make you follow the big fleet. And then we're going to send the Mycelium carriers into Damia. Take that planet. Right, so that should be fine. And then we've got still 1 fleet of Mycelium carriers in here. And we're fighting. Tendril spreaders are being pulled out of hyperspace by a station.
Situation log updated.
Right, so that's it for your station. I think we're going to take that mining station out as well. Oh, you're going after the wormhole station, really? It's a huge threat, I guess. Okay, it's gone. At least the Titan lasers actually do have a fair amount of attack over range. So they can reach these guys before anything else happens. The downside is, I think we do engage once we're in range of the longest range attack weapon that we have. So all the other ships have just to stand there and wait until the Titans shoot, and they finally get there.
Situation log updated.
Okay, right. So that's taken out that system. They still have some transport fleets in here, and they've already built up, so why not remove that stuff again? Looks like the Mengedi, my vassal, actually lost their fleet. Oh no, there they are. I thought they'd lost it, but maybe they were just in transit. They're definitely doing good things. They're going after the homeworld of these guys. I'm happy that I finally have a useful vassal. And we're at 73% now. I'm not sure what changed. I guess we're in orbit over here. Yeah, no, not quite, but we're getting there. Now let's have a look into Rigel. Did the sector I do anything here now? Not as far as I can see. Got an art monument. Did these guys buy art monuments? Put them on Ixidar planets? That's interesting. Didn't think I'd see something like that. Or did I put that on there? I don't think so. I think I put all my art monuments on the Ringworld segments. I'm pretty sure about that. Which is about the only happiness building that I can get, really. Right, these planets are not doing anything. I'm just gonna keep them as my personal planets, as my core planets, to get all the resources from them. That's kind of nice. Right, yeah, I'm gonna observe that a little bit, and if they haven't done anything useful on these planets up until the end of the episodes, then I'm gonna take them away from the sector, and I'm not gonna trust them anymore. I mean, these are primitive factories, for God's sake. You can just upgrade them to better buildings for free. It doesn't cost anything. But oh well, it's not to be. And it's not like I don't like Stellaris. It's a great game. It definitely
fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
It does what it set out to do, but Paradox just is the victim of
Situation log updated.
being great for all these years. They are a great studio, and so I expect great things from them. And since they've done so much to polish the other titles, I'm sort of expecting the same polish from this game, which might not be fair. Maybe they don't have the same sort of budget, the same sort of priority. But on the other hand, that sort of, yeah, let's say nimbus or fame is what they sell their games on. So they gotta deliver. But I mean, as a general rule, I try to get about an hour per dollar or per euro that I spend for a game as playtime, and if that is a thing, then it's definitely a good game if you can get that out. And so far, this has been a very good game for me.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Okay, so we destroyed that. Let's move on to the Drakons. Well, that's that transport fleet. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, they're going to build up again. What happened with these guys? And we could actually, I might just destroy that thing over here after they're done, so that my vassal actually gets more space. I wouldn't mind if they were to colonize. Not sure if they can actually. I think a protectorate can. Confederation of Jhool planets entered into a defensive pact. Yeah, I doubt that I'll be able to annex these guys like right away. It's gonna be difficult. But at least I kept people out of the Galactic Accord. Oh, the Galactic Concord. At least for now. I'd consider myself rather successful in that regard. Oh, yeah, actually... What is that? The Imari are building stuff on there. What are they building? A defense station? Don't know. There's some corvettes.
Hostile fleet engaged.
That thing has been reduced down nearly to the last, so we're gonna... Alright, I have to send these guys specifically into orbit. Let's just send them to land the armies. And we're gonna take that planet. We're already at 82%. Did these guys do anything now?
Situation log updated.
It doesn't look like it. It really does not look like anything's happening over there. Maybe they needed an influx of minerals? Athrak. Come on, have 500 minerals more. Or maybe it's only happening if I reduce the contribution. That might not be a thing, but
Incoming transmission.
let's... Oh yeah, we're already upgrading. Okay, we've got a diplomatic proposal. The Minjetti want to exchange star charts with me.
Enemy planet
Yeah, why not?
secured.
Why not? Okay, we took a planet over here in Vra. Took the planet Vra. Let's pull all our troops off. And we have a powerful pop faction. These guys really think they can do anything to us. I have 864 pops, and you 25 people think that you can do anything there. That's laughable. That's absolutely laughable. Alright, I'm gonna suppress them. I mean, I could just... No, I'm not gonna grant independence to these guys. That's not gonna happen. I could just add them to the X-Athrax sector. Make a big sector out of it. But that might not be a thing. Right, well, we got these guys. There are more planets to take over, so I think we're gonna go for the Inessa planet over there. Send you over. And we're gonna send these guys to follow them. So that nothing bad happens. That's fine. Are we? Yeah, we're done destroying that frontier outpost, which actually didn't help us that much. Looks like it mainly gave the Strakons more land. And recruitment of armies on the mineral sector has been done. So we're gonna embark these guys. And we're gonna go for more clone armies. Because we actually want the clone brute force method soon. I'm not even gonna bother giving them attachments or anything. Oh right. Alright, I'm gonna build 50 units, 50 armies, and that should be okay then. I do have a bunch of colony ships in Jhool, so I definitely go ahead and start this whole thing. We want to colonize this planet. What we're gonna put on you? Oh, we have some Betharian stone on there. That's definitely very nice. And again, we have no real spot where we could put it down without losing some bonus. No, that one might actually be okay. That one might be okay. Let's do that one. And Jandis Prime. Let's go chop chop. And then we're gonna colonize Epsilon Indy over here. We're gonna... yeah, over there. Oh no, I do have a precursor activity thing. Guess I gotta send a science ship here first. Go and research that before we colonize that planet. So I'm gonna colonize the others over here on Heinz. I'm gonna take you. We're gonna colonize that planet. Oh, that's not a terraform planet. That's a real alpine planet. That's why we still have the tile blockers on there. It's actually sort of an odd sight to see that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's put it over there in that corner. Let's call it Heinz Prime. Why not? And then we got... well, that's a 24 size world. I mean, I gotta go with the development. I'm gonna try to see how the sector actually treats these guys. That one is not gonna add anything. The Waltham is in its sector. Oh, and there's Quam as well. That's only a small continental world, so we're gonna try that. Let's see what the colonization actually does. What kind of a job it does. Yeah, that's fine. Let's put it down there. Good. Okay. We're at 80% war score. We've done a bunch of stuff. I'm still not trusting the sectors to do anything worthwhile. We're moving our fleets over to take out the Mori. And yeah, that fleet is actually not doing anything anymore. We got a bunch of allied fleets in here, just chilling out, I guess. What are we gonna do with you? Are these guys building anything in here? Not really. I wonder where they're going. Merging with 4th Stellar Cluster. I wanna know where these guys go. Weguvis. Are they moving to Sosma? Not really. Oh, and that's the fleet of my allies. Again, they are fighting a space station. I do get the feeling that these space stations get a lot hardier than they were before. What are they putting on them? Subspace. They're putting 2 snares on them. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Yeah, they're built out perfectly fine, I think. I'm not sure why the game is rating them at 3.5k strength, though. Well, yeah, I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. I guess we should try to take their capital planet. Yeah, there's no one in here now. No orders. Yeah, let's just send our guys in there. Oh, when they gave up! They gave up! Okay, the best possible outcome. Nice. Just in time for the end of this episode. Now the mesh band are actually huge. Very nice. I like it. Their tech level is equivalent. They are still pathetic, but I hope they'll build up. We lost a bunch of land over here that now belongs to... I don't know, no one in particular actually. It's going to be interesting to see who gets that. Who gets that land, because it now is no one's land. Sensor range, low. Doesn't say anything about who has that stuff. I wonder. Oh, and both my fleets are actually set to nothing. Can I gain that stuff? I wonder. Can I just build a frontier outpost out there? I mean, I'm not sure I would want that. Oh, there's a dimensional horror in there. That is interesting. Right. Right. Okay, so we encountered another Leviathan. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? That's extremely interesting. I'm gonna try to find out what's actually going on with this thing. Maybe I'll look it up in between episodes. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just let this thing surprise me. I'm not sure. We're gonna wait until our fleets are back. And actually, yeah, there's a Sondrathan station in there. I don't think that land actually belongs to anyone, so depending on what we can do with this dimensional horror, it might actually be worth it to sort of try and get the land. Now, let's have one last check into the sector, seeing if it did anything useful. If not, then it'll mean that, yeah, no, it didn't do anything useful. So I gotta pull these out of the sector in between episodes, and I'll try to build them up, make them into something useful there. And then we're gonna give them back to the sector. It turns out you can't really trust the sectors to do anything useful. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of the series in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Do hope that you join me next time. There's still lots to do. We gotta feed the Imari to our Imarian vessel. And I think I'm also gonna create a Strakon vessel, maybe. Make a vessel out of these guys. I wonder, maybe I could even just make them a vassal myself. They can't be demanded. I guess you can only do that if you can actually vassalize them. Maybe I can just do that in a war. It might be time. I might be strong enough. That would be really, really cool, I gotta say. I hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye-bye.